I drink a little wine. Now, I know that my therapist says not only is this bad, but you know what? Shut up. So today we're taking a look at the series of Danielle and Mohammed. It's probably going to be a few parts, to be honest, because this is a long series. And if you've ever wanted to see dysfunction, this would be the prime example. I'm going to break it down as well, try and give some decent advice, so as I see. But at the same time, most of this, I think I'm going to be drunk every time. So, woo! Please join me on Instagram at 16leo_. That way you can give me ideas like this. Whoever gave me this idea, screw you. But thank you. Also, subscribe. Just do it, man. I don't have a house. My house is flooded. And I don't mean with bitches. I mean with water. It's really sad. I'm in a kitchen. Alright, let's watch the series. This is gonna be the start. This could be the start of something shit. It feels so wrong to be here and fat. Oh.
You guys want to make your poster for Mohammed?
I don't have it.
This series started off in the same way as adults adopting adults. Remember that guy called Danny, who's the guy version of Danielle, oh my god, created a poster and it said, "Where's my free blowy?" to his supposed adopted daughter. If you haven't seen that video, every time I hear posters, I feel really icky these days.
My name is Danielle, and I'm from Norwalk, Ohio. I have 3 teenage girls that are very expensive.
Alright, so this is the first meeting of Danielle. She is 41, 42, and she's got 3 daughters who are teenagers already. And she says they're very expensive and then laughs. And that laugh that only a mother who cannot actually afford their children can laugh. To quote Michael Jackson, and I always quote him, "If you can't feed your baby, then don't have a baby." He said that in a dance song. Can you believe he said he spit some true shit and danced his way out of the frame?
I first started looking online, not really looking for a relationship, just looking to meet new people.
On dating websites. I'm just looking for friends. Dude, I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm looking for the same type of friendship that Monica and Chandler have. Well, then you better become an actor, because that's not going to happen in reality. She went on a dating website for foreigners, and she found one.
I checked out some chat rooms with people from all over the world. He's from Tunisia, and I like that because he's different from American guys.
Okay, so she doesn't like American guys, which means one thing. I've gathered enough information already to know she has 3 daughters, she didn't talk about the husband, and she met a guy from Tunisia whose qualifications are he's different from American men. Clearly, this American man has done some American stuff on her, and wrong, not like the good American stuff. So she wants other guys, which is why she's going towards, you know, foreign people, which in itself is not bad, not inherently bad. But a lot of Americans, and this is a classic 90 Day Fiancé scenario, use their green card as a power trip over a lot of people from developing countries who come here to America. I don't know why I said here, I don't live there. And then they like seek a better life, and then the American people wave around the green card, and it's like a power trip. They're like, "Yeah, you want this? You want this? Then get on your knees and suck on these titties."
15 years difference in between us and the age.
How much? Well, she said like 14 years. How much, sir? What?
15 years.
Welcome, my friend.
15 years.
It's been, and yet, here you stand before me.
That's not bad. Honestly, Danielle, out of all of the things that you've said, that's pretty good. Because 15 years is only half of the age difference of Sumit and Jenny. You'd have to combine your age difference, then double that shit to match with Jenny and Sumit. When Sumit is 60, Jenny will be 90. So...
4 or 5 months into talking, he proposed marriage. It was through messaging.
As all good sexy marriages are. So we've got a proposed marriage through messaging. You know, I guess I shouldn't talk because, like, it's a different day and age. Everybody's, like, got their own preconceived notion about how you should and shouldn't meet people. I think you can meet people in any sense, and as long as you have a strong foundational relationship, That's fine. You could propose to a carrier pigeon for all I care. So that's not wrong. Everything seems to be okay. You probably looked at Muhammad by now and wondered, did she hold him hostage? Is this one of these reverse situations? Does he have Stockholm syndrome? Why is he going for her? I've wondered the same thing, and I gotta be honest with you. I tried my hardest to look past her physical appearance and be like, well, people are great on the inside. It doesn't matter what you look like on the outside. But in a later episode, Muhammad says himself, attraction does matter. So to which I asked the question, if you see a moving potato, you eat it. And I don't mean like that, Muhammad.
I saved money and worked a lot of overtime to get my ticket to go. I knew if I wanted him in my life, I needed to do that.
So, okay, again, like we're not looking at red flags here, but we're looking at mini flags. Mini little flags. Looking at those little flags. She doesn't talk about American guys, so clearly she's been hurt. So she's looking for something different. That means she's placing expectations on him. I have a marker. I want to teach you guys a lesson. It's got expectations. Placing expectations that your partner doesn't know about. I feel like I'm teaching a damn course now. You better pay. Tip me. Tip me, baby. Tip me, baby, one more time.
Just the tips.
The other thing, we look at the picture, and although it's this is easy, and this is very, very much like conjecture at this point. This is not me saying anything specifically, but the way she was leaning into him, she saved up money. It's looking like she might want this a little more, so it's something to look out for. I'm just gonna put grabby. That's all we're looking at right now. But these are little things that might grow.
After 11 months, he's finally flying in tomorrow.
Muhammad eats different food.
Yes, halal food.
Halal food. Muhammad eats halal. Come on. He prays the halal. He eats halal. Muhammad eats halal. What is Quran? I don't know. He reads it. Halal. It's the way that, haram, halal food. It's a certain thing that Muslims it's on food, the way that it's killed, the way that they pray for the food.
Yes, halal food.
Well, it's good to know other people's cultures. But hey, she had a guess.
So we still get the foods like chicken patties and like...
Yes.
Yes, you American. You can still eat your chicken patties. Your processed shit can still be consumed. It has nothing to do with you, whether other people want to eat healthy food or not. That's like saying, oh my God, Muhammad eats vegetarian food. Can I eat cows still? Yeah, if you want to.
I don't think it's enough time to really know someone in 90 days. And it's either we get married or he has to go back to Tunisia.
And that is the crux of this whole thing. He's got 90 days to figure out whether he wants to be her fiance, which is why they named the show Trainwreck. All right. Wow, that's a big house for someone who can't afford it. Damn, Danielle.
Back at it again with the white van.
I didn't say that on purpose, but this is the goal one.
But I didn't hear from him since he landed in New York, and I'm getting worried.
What was going on last night? Like, I heard you crying.
Initially, I thought this kid was like a bitch for saying, I heard you crying. But then you realize that it is laughable the more times you see Danielle actually crying. Because she's unable to figure out situations and just caves under pressure constantly. And while that's not necessarily a bad thing, because everybody feels pressure, it's fine too. The fact that she does it so often and oftentimes with her kids around, and the fact that they need to actually bring her up and make her see things in a better light, makes her a pretty weirdly odd person. Like, I don't know any moms who do that. You don't have kids for them to be your therapist, do you? That's weird. Free therapy by having kids? That's gangsta, actually. Anyway, my point is Danielle is not emotionally mature, but we're not there yet. I'm skipping ahead.
Got a call from Muhammad, and he don't got his money switched over, and I don't know if he's at LaGuardia Airport.
Can I say something? I forget that the series sometimes is about Muhammad, who looks and sounds like he's an AI-generated character.
Hello, I am Mohammed. I am a real man and love Danielle. Please subscribe to 16 Leo because he is a cool guy. Very nice.
Now, Muhammad is, in comparison to Danielle, a f***ing angel at times, but he is no angel. Maybe it's an unpopular opinion, but I'm gonna take the stance. Both of them are just bleh in their own right. So, in essence of keeping with not just Danielle being the wrong one, I will write down stuff that Muhammad does and doesn't do. So from the start, you can see that he's not like communicating at all. He also didn't exchange his money, which is weird. Even if it's his first time in America, you should be able to know how to do this stuff. So, communication not there. I don't care what you say. At the start of the relationship, Danielle did pay for everything, and she's owed definitely some form of communication, if nothing else. It's fine not to have expectations, but still at the same time, respect is given through communication, especially if Muhammad is the one who proposed and then doesn't actually communicate to her. She's gonna get worried. So I'm gonna give her that one because it's important to communicate.
So has he called you since?
No.
There we go. Bottoms up.
My night got better.
Why are you crying?
Why you crying?
Cry.
Are coming.
Yeah, so crying is not, there's nothing wrong with crying, expressing your emotions, being emotionally vulnerable is fantastic. The fact that you're crying over the fact that you don't have any communication is weird. Do something about it before you just break down in front of your kids. That is emotionally weak, not vulnerable. Difference.
I know it's like really serious and you're really upset, but you probably should calm down before you get yourself too overwhelmed because he's gonna be here sooner or later.
That is the absolute worst thing that I've heard. I mean, it's the best thing I've heard. The fact that it's her kid who's like,
maybe you should just calm down and stop getting overwhelmed.
that's something a mom should say to the kid when the kid is acting irrational or irate. But when you're 40-something years old and you're crying and your kid who you had has to teach you how to be a more decent person emotionally, you gotta check yourself, Danielle. This is a red flag. And we'll talk about that a little bit more later, her emotional imbalance and the fact that she lacks the prowess to deal with her own emotions. It's something that you need to get help for. It's something that you need to seek out. You can't be 40-something years old still doing this expecting other people to pick up the slack for you. You can't have kids just so that they help you in life. It's the opposite of why you have kids. Sorry, just get annoyed at that. Anyway, the next scene, Fat Sam Smith comes in and I guess it's a brother, but that's Fat Sam Smith.
How's everything going? What's going on?
I don't know if he's gonna be at the airport when we get there.
I like how every American in the Midwest, the guys wear camouflage shirts, as if even the deer there are going to be stupid enough not to notice a fat white man with a neck beard. Do you have to wear camouflage when walking into the house? Do you think every house is a fucking tree? Why? Could you not wear normal human clothing?
Danielle's a caring, sweet person. I'd just take the shirt off her back for anybody.
Please, don't ever say that again. Don't threaten me. She'll take the shirt off her back. What did I do to you? What the hell? I just walked in. I made fun of your shirt once. Now you're threatening me? God, that's your sister. Can you put her shirt back on, by the way? Please.
When we get there, we're an hour late.
Have you tried his number?
Anyway, the point is they're going to the airport to meet Muhammad, who hasn't communicated where he is. We don't know, but she's got the whole cavalry there. Everyone's going to search for Momo and his awesome self. They're at the airport. Where else could he be? He doesn't have money. Oh, she's at the airport. Stop getting emotional. Okay.
Yeah. That's not working.
That looks like him.
That sound effect, by the way, that was a half cry. That was sounded like a Prince thing. You know at the start of Kiss, when Prince is like, "Ow," that sounded like that. Ow. You don't have to be beautiful. It just starts with, "Ow."
I don't know.
I'm taking that as crying. Can we have a wine counter? Like, just put a wine glass at the bottom. That's 2 cries. This is a happy one, but still, you know, not as happy as me. Oops.
Finally.
Do you see the way he hugged her? Finally. Oh, bring it in, buddy. It was like a friendship hug if ever I've seen one. This is how I hug my friends when I haven't seen them for a while at the airport. Muhammad, baby, he's just been a very respectful person. He is of the Muslim culture, and he is a very respected, respectful man. He values courtesy and everything else, but that still was a bro hug. Let's not lie.
I think we can make everything work in 90 days.
Can we just go back to like the past few seconds? If you look at her while she's walking with him, she holds his arm non-stop. When she's talking to him, her head is always on his shoulder. I know that is like physical touch is a lot of people's love languages. Nothing wrong with that. Again, it's just something to note that his isn't. And it might come in handy later if communication breaks down. There's bound to be a breakdown in their styles of love, because she might feel neglected that he's not giving her the same amount of physical touch because it's what she requires and he's not communicating. That's something that you need to be aware of. I have learned the hard way time and time again that if you don't establish these rules, if you don't actually show you care and receive it back, you get burned. People can say a lot of shit. When they actually start doing it is when you can believe it. So just watch out for that Daniel. Muhammad, I don't know what I'm talking about, but she's very, very physical touch.
So he don't have to go back to Tunisia.
I like Daniel because
this is the only time I've seen this motherfucker smile is when she said he doesn't have to go back to Tunisia, that he's Everything else has been like Danielle, she's here. No Tunisia? Okay, sounds good.
if we talk about physically relationship, sure I think about it, and Daniel is acceptable for me.
Fantastic answer. That's great. Danielle is acceptable. These parameters, I'm sorry, these parameters are acceptable.
Then you'll say, we're not talking about this or this. We're talking about this.
Man, how's your wife? Acceptable. How's yours? Very bad, bro. But it's okay. That's how you want it. Every girl wants to hear that.
My mission in this 90 days is to get married and to find a job.
Damn, his mission is to get married.
You're the last one. Complete the mission.
What are you, like Tom Cruise? My mission in 90 days is to try and be okay with this and get a job, of course. A job, not bad, but this is going to take about 90 days. Muhammad just, I know that English is not his language. This is a very funny way of phrasing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's a Muslim, Muhammad decided that we're not having sex.
No, I think God decided that. Muhammad decided he's a Muslim. We're not. The Muslim guy doesn't want to do it. Halal, this pussy. No, it's not him deciding that one, but alright. This is classic America. Doesn't know, like, appreciation for other culture or respect for it. It's just the embodiment of, this is how we do it in America. To be fair, they are in America, but I don't know if he's using that as an excuse. It's just the fact that they're not intimate before marriage. I don't know if that's going to play a role in it. Not sure. Maybe they can kiss though.
I explained to her what is the main rules of my religion. We have to...
Oh, they do kiss, okay.
Today.
Hey, look, I mean, that's a win for both of them. They kiss. I didn't know if they were even going to do that. That's nice, right?
You might not make love, but you could make out.
Muhammad's going to meet my son Corey for the first time.
Holy shit. Okay, well, it's the next day. A bombshell has been dropped on me. Turns out Danielle has been getting busy so often that she's got more kids. She has a son. I thought she just had 3 daughters. Apparently she's got more. Well, that's it. Muhammad is now meeting his son, and I can guarantee, I think she said it's her oldest son, so I don't know how much older or younger he is than Muhammad, because Muhammad is 26. So this is not looking good. I can't tell if Corey is special or like, really special. It's very, very, it occurred to me that they could be very fully healthy, absolutely sane, functioning individuals. And yet, I'm sitting here being like, oh my god, and it's just because of the way Corey talks, because he's like, maybe they're just really introspective, smart people, but they sound like idiots. Or maybe they are, and I am just a big dick for saying that. I don't know. But what I do know is that Corey is going to give the same talk that a brother gives his sister's new boyfriend. If you do anything to mess her up, I'm gonna be off duty. He's protecting his mom. Corey is a real mama's boy, sort of, kind of.
I just had a really bad feeling you're using her just to get here to the country to see the visa.
Why are you having that feeling, though, Corey? Have you ever asked yourself, why is it that this man cannot love a woman like that? Have you ever thought maybe deeply you looked at your mom and you're like, that girl? With that guy? Shit, that's a scam. I mean, that's a pretty mean thing, isn't it, Corey? You're not giving your mom enough credit. You don't think she could bag a guy like that? You don't think her WAP is tight enough to wrap around this guy? Maybe. Who knows? Who knows what's down there? Corey, you came from down there. He's gonna come in there. Sorry.
He's out of line, but he's right.
You're really gonna have to prove to me that you
Hello, son of Danielle. I am real man. You are very kind.
Hopefully, we can find you something to eat.
So the next day, Muhammad meets the other members of the family in camouflage because everyone needs to be in camouflage while they're eating meat at a restaurant. In case, people try and spot them. I just don't get it. People in the army do this because they have to avoid enemies. People in the Midwest do this because they have no fashion sense.
Questions about the menu?
I have a problem with that. I don't eat meat.
You don't eat meat, that's fine.
Did you see that dude? Huh, what? You what? Huh? She said, what? Muhammad don't eat meat. That's what his brain's like. He's like having an absolute brain bomb right now. He doing what? Is he even American? Mohammed, what kind of American name that? I ain't never heard it.
This one is fine.
This one's fine?
Yeah.
We'll do without the bacon, obviously.
What? No bacon?
I was right. What? No bacon? He said he doesn't eat meat. This guy still in his head was like, well, it's bacon though. That's not meat. That's pig. Pig's not chicken. So it's not meat.
Okay, in my religion, we have to eat halal meat.
What meat?
What? We have to eat halal meat. What? What? I ain't never seen him. What? He gotta be the what? Who's Harab? Who the hell's that?
Halal. Halal.
Hello to you too, but what meat are you?
Halal meat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whole lot of meat? Whole lot of meat in my ass? You wanna eat that?
Drink beer?
Sometimes.
You know what moonshine is?
No.
You know what moonshine is? It's where I put gasoline in a bottle, and then I light it, and then I drink it. And then I burp it up my ass.
Over the next 90 days, I'm gonna be watching him like a hawk.
Me and Muhammad have less than 90 days to get married.
So yeah, he finally gets to meet the family. Everyone is exactly how I thought they would be. Just pure American badass. With 0 IQ points to go along with it. But lots of charisma. They don't seem like bad people and they're just funny. But now comes the time that Danielle says that she is ready to try on her wedding dress. This is where a new chapter of issues start for Danielle.
So me and the girls are gonna go pick out a wedding dress.
I hate it.
It reminds me of Shrek.
God damn! Okay, so she comes out and her kids roast her to the point that Jeff Ross doesn't even need to exist. Because who needs a roast when you have kids like this? One kid even says, "You look like Shrek." Like Fiona's the girl from Shrek. Not even having the decency to call her Fiona, unless it was a compliment, like you look like Shrek.
God damn it, Shrek.
Which is still weird from a kid, but like, what a comment.
It's really hard to meet new people. So you need something to do, like having some drink.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, while they're trying dresses, Muhammad is trying to make friends in America, and he says it's really hard. It's hard trying to meet people anywhere, let alone America. I think America is actually one of the easier places because people just talk to you. But in a very clearly scripted 90 Day Fiancé scene, this man goes to play football, and while he plays football, a group of guys are like, "Hey man, Muhammad, right? You sound American, wanna play with us?" And he agrees, and then they're like, "Man, now I wanna go to the bar and drink beer and play pool. You wanna do that?" And he agrees. So he makes friends with people we never see again because it was totally scripted and just has no place in this thing.
So you met your fiance online?
We liked each other, and I proposed to her to come to visit me. She came.
Yeah, that looks like a group of people that would befriend a Muhammad, doesn't it? Those look like a frat boy club that you paid $50 each and said you'd get them 2 beers apiece if they pretended that Muhammad was their friend. Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely insane?
She asked me to come here.
It's kind of hard to find a girl that you're like, wow, I think I want to date her.
Good advice, Chad. That's fantastic. It actually, unironically, is the exact same thing that I have in my head, but for different reasons. It is hard to find a girl and be like, wow, I actually like her. That is very hard in today's society to definitely fall in love and have someone fall in love. It's sacred, it's amazing, and if you get the chance, you should hold on to it for dear life, for it may not come again, just like your girl. But yeah, Chad's right. Love is hard to come by.
Yeah. Let's finish the beer and then we'll try it.
What brings you guys out here?
I'm Mohammed.
So just then, after they stopped playing pool, just after they were busy playing football and then drinking beers because it's a Wednesday, these kids have nothing else to do. 2 women who seem to be drunk approach the men and they start hounding on Muhammad.
One lady there in the bar, she came to me.
You should come here more often. I can guarantee you're gonna have a lot of fun.
All right, it's Wednesday. It looks like it's maybe 12 p.m.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Maybe you should go home, Sheila. I'm drinking wine too. It's 2 a.m. Okay, so what? Both of our life decisions suck. At least I'm getting paid for this, bitch. I need more alcohol.
Tried to touch my body, and it's the first time it happened to me.
Touch my body, meet me on the floor. Mariah Carey sings, touch my body, touch me, shorty. Danielle, are you gonna cry soon? I need more.
Pretty boys, can I follow you?
How you doing?
Quit. I can't quit.
Yeah, the interaction ends with this crazy lady trying to follow them home like a lost puppy, and someone pulling her to the side, showing that she probably does this more often than anyone cares to admit, which is just, to say the least. I don't know what else to say about it.
Me and Sarah were thinking getting married up on the...
But yes, so it's now the day where they get to choose where they're getting married. Both Muhammad and Danielle are looking and they're making decisions based on both their location, budget, and conditions.
The wedding ceremony, I just want mainly family and close friends. And then at the reception, everyone else can come.
Who the f else is there? His family doesn't exist in this country. You only have family and close friends. What else? The friends he met at the bar, the lady. Who else do you guys know?
Paul is gonna take care of the music.
And all the equipment.
So we have a DJ.
Yes.
Degenerate is what you have. Paul is gonna play some Bully Ray Cyrus. I'm gonna tell you right now. You better learn the square dance. God damn it, Mohammed, you better learn and get them cowboy boots on because you can't be dancing in any other type of triangular situation, star, circular. That shit is wrong. Square is the only dance we accept here. Don't break my heart, my Tunisian heart. I just don't think he'd understand.
My sister and my cousin wanted to meet up to discuss the wedding budget with me. They know that I've had some money trouble.
So, yeah, it's the next day or so, and Danielle's family are meeting up with her because they're discussing her bad finances. This is a recurring issue that will occur throughout the series. I think in life, I would hope that, you know, if you have a partner, you would learn to be somewhat financially savvy. I don't know exactly how people deal with finances. I'm really weird in terms of, I don't really ask, so I don't know. But I would assume that if your financial situation, if you're not good enough financially, and I don't mean not making money, I'm saying if you spend it badly, you can often get yourself into debt and get in bad situations. I know that, I don't want to get too personal, but someone from my family definitely has that and has evicted us before, got us evicted. So that's not good. And it really causes strains in relationships. You don't have to be great financially, but just don't be shit. If your family has to meet with you at a restaurant to discuss whether you can or can't do something financially, maybe try and be a little better.
I mean, how are you guys gonna make it? I don't see how this is all going to happen.
I love him, and I know he loves me as...
That's not the answer to anything that she asked. She asked, how is it going to happen? She asked a logical question, and you answered, I love him. I love him is not a correct answer. In fact, it's actually clouding your vision. If you guys were sensible about it, you would have probably just got a quarter-range marriage or something that did not involve ceremonies, wedding dresses, rings, and other expenses that are considered needless. Maybe he could have got a job, you could have worked towards it, and then actually had a ceremony and something later. There are options. It's not a necessity to do things the conventional way right now. Nothing's conventional anymore. The conventional thing is the way that you do it. So you don't have to do things by how other people are doing it or by the books. But the fact that you're choosing to do so and making it harder on yourself financially just goes to show how bad of financial decisions you're making.
Hamid just found out about some past due bills after our cell phones just got shut off.
So it's 40 days until the wedding. And Mohammed is found out about some bulls because he called his friends, you know, the ones who threw football with him that one time, and realized that they couldn't get through to him because everything got cut off. After realizing this, he's like, oh my God, Danielle is not good with finances. Now she's gonna use her classic skills of talking herself out of the situation to try and get in his good books. Let's see how she does.
Why you didn't tell me that you have problems before I come here?
Cause I was scared that you wouldn't want me.
You're lying.
Well, I guess we can start using the classic too right here. Guilt tripping. Where have we heard that one before? Guilt tripping and manipulation. The classic, the brother and sister that go together. First you start guilt tripping, cause I was scared. That's not really a good answer as to why you don't tell someone or communicate. You should be communicating whether they like it or not. Honesty is the best policy, and everyone should be owed that level of respect.
It's not about scared or not scared. You make me lose everything there. I lost my job, I lost my family, my friends, everything.
You lost your family? God, you can go back. Did they die? What the f? As soon as he got on the plane, he's like, goodbye forever. This is what happened when you go America. No looking back. You lost everything. You make it a bit drastic there, Muhammad. A bit melodramatic, aren't we?
Why?
If we don't figure this out, then you're gonna leave.
I will never leave because of the problems or because we don't have money.
Oh God, just 43-year-old woman crying because she made really horrible financial decisions, chose not to tell her partner, and then is now using her guilt-tripping, I'm assuming, sob story and manipulation to try and get what she wants. It's not manipulation yet, this is just guilt-tripping. My God, 3 glasses. She cried 3 times now.
We forget all about the problems and we start from the beginning.
Muhammad somehow comes to the agreement that we should just forget about it. If you communicate with me, we'll start from the beginning and we'll get through this. He manages to cheer her up and she feels better about it. He reinforces her trust and honestly, he did a good thing. I don't know how I'd feel in this situation.
If we do the civil ceremony,
We'll be able to get your work authorization a little faster.
So the next morning, they seem to have sorted out a plan, which is great. Muhammad and Daniel, instead of getting a big marriage wedding thing, they're going to try and save money and get a civil ceremony so he can get his working visa and then they can get money and probably sort this whole situation out. Great thinking, great problem solving, and it ends with a kiss on the cheek like a mother to son. Oh my God, her actual son might be jealous.
My opinion, Mohammed doesn't love my mom.
Not this guy. I forgot his name. He is jealous.
We're hoping that we'll find something that we both like and that's within our budget.
So they go ring shopping, even though they're doing a civil ceremony. Still need a little ring, you know. It's just a little something, put on your finger, just to show everybody that you're taken, like bacon, you know what I mean? I see where you guys are coming from. What's your price budget, guys? Maybe if you pay, maybe 500, 700, maybe like something like that.
What is a comfortable price range?
not more than 100 or 2.
I'm gonna make you 2 silver rings without diamonds.
Okay, so it's $50 a piece. Because he said 100 for 2. I need deal, I need sale, I'll not come back. So this dude is a very nice jeweler who, instead of kicking them out, is like, listen, I'll make some rings from the garbage cans that I found outside. Put it on your finger, see what's up. Genuinely speaking, I personally like rings a lot. I would love to wear the ring that they give to women in marriage. I know men just get like the ring. I like the rings. So. At the same time, I think it's absolutely needless. If you love someone, you love someone. Ring is going to go with it. So I'm on both sides for this one. Whatever you have is perfect. If it shows your loyalty to the other person, it could be a pop culture right there.
Do you want me to perform the ceremony right now?
Yeah. Okay, so everything's going great. Fantastic. They're getting married. They even got the rings picked out. What could go wrong? 26 days to wed. We close in on a shot of Danielle sitting with her head down. You can already tell some shit is gonna go down. You just don't know what with this woman.
I am waiting for Muhammad to get out of English class because I have some bad news I have to tell him.
All right, bitch. You guys are struggling with money and you're sending him to English class. You couldn't teach him the one language that you speak fluently to save a little bit of money? Are you kidding me? Why is he going to English class? What is he gonna learn there? Do you think he's gonna come back and be like, oh my goodness me, Danielle, what the actual F word? Oh gosh.
Hi.
Hi. How was English class today?
It was okay.
Hi, how was English class today? Good.
I need to tell you something. Can I just let you read this? I lost my job.
Oof. That's tough. Sorry to Danielle for losing her job. I mean, it's never easy. But maybe you suck at it. I'm not good after 3 glasses of wine. You can't come to me for advice. You can come to me for 2 things, sex or roasting. Maybe both. Not you, Danielle. Doors are closed for that one. You're a married woman.
If they feel that I'm not good enough at the job, I can find another one.
I don't believe that.
God damn, what kind of husband is you? I can find another job, Muhammad. I don't believe you. You are shit. I go to English class to learn this phrase. What? Nope, not that one. Not nice. I learned from school what
I don't want to be in this situation. I didn't expect that life would be like this here, so hard.
Yep, that's the Tunisian way of friends. I didn't expect this life to go like this sometimes. It doesn't work out, then you get a big fat wife.
I can't stay if there is no food, there is no electricity, no water.
How are you going to English classes if there's none of that shit? I need to know how to express how shit you are. So I go to English class so I can better vent out my feelings of frustration.
How someone can live in this situation.
In a weird, I mean, like, this is the only time I've seen Danielle not cry and say she can fix it. So honestly, I would give her credit for standing up and not crying for that, because that's the only time I've seen her be like,
Well, I don't have a job. Let me try and be proactive and find something else.
which I'm sure she'll do if she's capable. By the way, like, you know, I never go into these series trying to be like, this person is useless or this person's bad. Everyone is multifaceted. They have the opportunity and lessons and growth to learn to be better people. It's not about being a perfect person, it's about being better than the day before. Everyone's got these steps to climb and everyone's on a different journey. So I'm not trying to sit here and be like, damn, Danielle is just trash. But at the same time, apply yourself, woman. And Muhammad, apply yourself, man. He's got his coming. This series is long.
I'm gonna give it to both of them.
It's now the wedding day, and they look like the least marryable couple ever. They don't even look like they're going to a wedding. It looks like a normal day for them.
Muhammad?
Yes.
Paul Dolce. When are you thinking of getting married?
Today.
Oh, wow.
To know what will affect me if I get married.
Holy shit. Why is Justin Bieber a fake beard? I've never seen a lawyer with a Troy Bolton haircut before. What the hell? There's a lot going on, Paul Dolce. I don't know if I trust you as a lawyer, but that's some silky, beautiful hair, though.
I don't know why it takes so long time.
There's a lot of fraud. You have any other questions for me?
No, you make me think about getting married now.
Muhammad, let me give you a piece of advice here, buddy. If a Troy Bolton / Justin Bieber baby fat Ohio man in a secondhand suit can make you rethink your marriage on your marriage day without even saying anything about your marriage, maybe you shouldn't get married, brother.
The girls are worried that he's going to leave.
Ooh, wine time. 4 glasses for me. What are you crying about this time?
I went to the lawyer now. Did you hear that?
It's not fair what you're doing.
Let's go back to guilt tripping and manipulation. It's her wedding day, and things are not looking good. Muhammad is coming in to talk, to have a conversation, but she's too busy crying to listen. Because when you're crying, you're emotionally vulnerable, and the other person's like, okay, well, I can't have this conversation now. Fine, we should probably be talking about things, but seriously, it doesn't just work like that.
Keeping my girls wondering if you're gonna be here and keeping me wondering.
That's what you call manipulation. Keeping my girls wondering, keeping me wondering. That's posing expectations on someone shouldn't be held accountable. Those are not his girls, and she is like, you know, the person that he's getting married to. He changed his mind. He's a person too. Manipulation.
Just I want to have private conversation. I don't want it to be in front of the camera. Please.
Just then, Muhammad says he wants a private conversation and proceeds to have a conversation with the mics on. His pretty face is all for nothing.
He told me when I get married, I have to be responsible for everything that we do.
Because he just protected his financial self, his position. You know, higher the fact that someone can inherit debt from another person if they're married really does pose the question, you know, do I want to be in a partnership with this person? Because are they going to even, like, help me or hurt me throughout this process? If I was, you know, put in that situation and I knew my partner was really bad financially, it would call into question whether I would want to inherit those problems. I can't even hate on the man for just thinking about that stuff.
After today, I will discuss money with you. Muhammad, yes or no?
That's how this is how marriage works. After today, I will. Mohammed, are you marrying me or not? Come on, bro.
It's yes. There is people need me. They are going in the wrong way.
And like a Tunisian superhero, he's like,
I'll marry you because these people, they all need me. They're going wrong direction. I show them right direction. I come from Tunisia to America to set records straight. I'm Tunisian Iron Man.
Step back, let me see. Alright, you look slick.
So it's finally wedding time. Everyone's ready. They've gathered around. They're all wearing suits. Danielle is wearing her Shrek dress or whatever. And they're gonna do the damn thing.
Danielle is a little bit late to the wedding. I felt
She's a bit late. It's at her house. What?
Pressure with people.
Who's the black guy? What? You don't, what? He's the only black person I ever seen in this whole series. Why is he wearing Soldier Boy glasses? Is this time traveling Soldier Boy? Someone tell me. Leave it in the comments below. Who's the black guy? You need to tell me.
People standing, looking at me.
Who's this stupid kid filming on a fucking 144p potato phone? What are you doing, kid? You filming wedding? Who are you gonna show that to? The other kids at your primary school? Hey, look, I filmed a fat lady and a Tunisian man getting married. What? Get off your phone, man.
I just think that 90 days is not enough time to decide who you want to spend the rest of your life with.
Then why does this show exist? You crazy lady. Do you not understand? Everybody's been saying this. Has anybody on 90 Day Fiancé really worked? It's a very, very slim chance. This shit is like shady. Oh my god! Why are you wearing Where's Waldo clothing at a time like this? Dress up! You're wearing 3/4 khaki shorts. Can you dress like anything other than an Adam Sandler concert? Do you have to do this?
Do you take this woman to be your lawful wife? Yes. You may kiss your bride.
Do you take this woman to be your lawful wife? Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, why not? Okay, kiss the bride? No, I'm not gonna do that.
I'm not allowed to kiss in this time because there is some specific things we do it in my religion in this month.
He's alluding to Ramadan, where you have to refrain from that stuff. Goddamn, could they have maybe picked another month to do this so they could kiss? Because she kisses him on the cheek, and I think this is the only time someone's been like friend-zoned at a wedding. I mean, I guess it's okay, but like, maybe you should have picked a month where you could kiss. Almost like Muhammad intentionally was like, yes, if we do get married, April only.
Everything was going good up until it came and shut off the electric.
So 2 weeks after the marriage, everything seems to be going all right, except everything's not going all right because they now shut off the electricity. So I don't know if they taught Muhammad in English class, bitch, what the f***? But maybe that should be a phrase that they need to, get in there.
Then Muhammad just left, and he didn't come back. I didn't even know where he was at.
Now, I will say, it's wrong for Muhammad. Wanted to say that first. Just leaving without offering an explanation is bad. I mean, it doesn't give the other person closure, and it's a really shitty way of dealing with your situations. Yes, he may have expressed in the past what his issues are, but just upping and leaving is not okay still. So I want to make that clear. But at the same time, this girl has been having these same multiple problems without fixing anything. So both of them are wrong in the way that they're doing this. If he wanted to leave, he should have said, I'm leaving because this is not changed, and this is where I'm going, or this is what I'll be doing, and I'm not changing my mind. That would be communicating, at least being somewhat respectful to a person you cared about, and still having your decision be final. Just leaving voids that and still makes you a bit of a shitty person, because although it's ultimately your decision, it's still the way that you went about it, and I don't respect that.
He's leaving 3 girls that love and care about him. That's a whole family he's affecting.
Okay, that's manipulation, guilt trip. This is a lot of shit that you don't even understand what's happening. Like, at the same time, it's hard to stay around when this is what people are saying. Like, yes, they may like him or love him or care about him, or you may care about him. He may not feel the same about you. So it's not all your decision, and it's really, really, like, stupid to keep doing this.
I think he has a right to be mad. He's allowed to be upset, but it's not fair that he gets to run off. All of us have to deal with it, but he can't.
Because he's not part of the family, Junior. Blame your mom for this shit. he can run off because he's not part of any of this shit. He can go wherever he wants. He's from Tunisia. Doesn't involve himself in this shit. He's done, son. Get out.
What the bejeebus is going on?
He left and hasn't been back.
What are you gonna do if he doesn't come back?
So, after talking to the kids are like,
It's not fair that he gets to leave and we have to stay with you.
then her sister comes over and is like, what the bejeebus is going on? And Danielle explains that Muhammad is gone, and her sister is pretty practical, which is really good. She offers Danielle the question and the logical one: what happens if he doesn't come back? What happens if this is the type of person he chooses to be? How will you react in this situation and protect yourself? Because ultimately, life is about self-preservation and survival. When someone leaves, when a person does some shit to you, it's not always going to be nice. They're not always going to give you the answers. Sometimes people change. They're not the same. You need to figure out how you're going to deal with it. That's what she's asking, and this is what Danielle says.
I'm hoping he comes back, because it's not right that he took off like that.
That's completely the wrong answer, and it shows how delusional Danielle is. She's not willing to accept this might be a common occurrence, a pattern, and something that might cause for her to need to change the way she thinks, acts, or does things. Of course, it's very hard to do at the start, and I do want to, give her a little leeway here. It's not easy to recognize that, or sometimes you even know this is happening and you don't know how to really wool your way out of it. So I will say that. At the same time, come on.
I want him here. I need him here. He makes me a better person.
Does he? Does he make you a better person? The only thing that's happened since he left is I've drank more than I wanted to, and also you've lost your job. Is that a better person? I don't know if he makes you a better person. He makes you hornier, perhaps.
Mohammed came back.
I can't leave, I think.
Oh shit, 19 days after the wedding, 3 weeks after the wedding, Muhammad is back. Conspiracy theory, I haven't seen that black guy from the wedding, but I'll tell you what, I have seen his glasses, and guess what they are? Muhammad's head. One less black eye, still the same pair of glasses. What did Muhammad do to him?
I'm free. I do whatever I want. I go wherever I want.
And he's acting like Soulja Boy too. I do whatever I want. I do when I want. I am what I want. I am who I am. I'm Tunisia Soulja Boy. You.
Me and Muhammad are still married. Muhammad, are you gonna make some for me too?
You can eat with me.
Okay.
Okay, well, apparently he came back. And that was it. He said he'll do whatever he wants, wherever he wants, and then proceeded to come back and live normally. Because it's the next day and he's cooking breakfast. So I guess everything's back to normal. Dysfunction at its finest.
The United States.
Me and Muhammad are intimate. We kiss, we hug, but we do it in private.
That's really good. I'm glad that you do it in private. I don't want to see that, but I did see something that I cannot ignore, and it is on Muhammad's lip.
What the hell is even that?
It looks like herpes, my guy. Looks like you got some cold sore on your lip, and how'd you get that? You were gone for 19 days. You come back with a sore on your lip.
Remember, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
I'm Sherlock Holmes. I know what's going on. Why don't you tell Danny where those lips been?
Hey boys, can I follow you?
We are like every other married couple.
God, if you look at his eyes when he says that, he's like, we are like every other married couple.
So this week on social media, one of the ladies posted that she's pregnant by Muhammad.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna put this down as a red flag. I mean, it's up to you what you think about it. Let me know, honestly. But her importance on social media really plays a part sometimes in destroying relationships when you're listening to the noise outside of you and your partner. I personally believe in privacy and stuff. I don't mind showing off once in a while and PDA or whatever else, but like the more people you add into an equation, the more people who try and take you out of it. I'm not saying that Muhammad's right. In fact, I was the one who said he has a cold sore. I think I know how he got it, but at the same time, for Danielle, like racking your brain over social media is not healthy for you or the other person. It's probably just best to ask and then to make your decision. And sometimes if you can't trust the person and you just feel like they're not giving you the right answers, maybe you just say that I don't know if I can be the person to do that and leave. Sometimes it weighs heavy. It would be nice to have reassurance from your partner. And I don't know how everyone does it, but I know that, like, especially if you're a media person or something else, it's important to reassure your partner. It's important to make sure that they know that they're the person. So take that off that one.
Corey and Muhammad had words. Corey had threatened Muhammad.
Oh my God, Corey threatened Muhammad? What the hell is wrong with Corey? What are you doing, Corey?
It escalated, and I threatened to throw him out the window, and he was telling me to do it, and then I just...
Okay, so Corey said somehow Corey in the house threatened to throw Muhammad out the house, and somehow this man got a restraining order. Fantastic, Corey. He also lost his job, so that's, you know, you got some brownie points with your mom. You really white-knighted her. I guess that's fantastic, Corbear. But what are you gonna do now, buddy?
Corey's not allowed around Muhammad for 2 years.
If you would have showed up, they probably would have changed the charge to where it would have been.
If you have showed up, they probably would have changed it. You think she's Judge Judy's son? You think that would have happened? Because I don't. Also, you really threatened to throw this man out the window? For what? What the hell's wrong with you, Corey? Do me a favor, Corey. Wear pants that go all the way down to your ankles, for one. And two, stay out of other people's business. You don't have to take it that far that you act like you're damn Iron Man every time. You can do it without threatening people. I don't know why this dude was like, I gotta protect, I gotta show the family who I am. You're not Vin Diesel. You're Corey.
Rumors that he's been on these trips that he's been taking to, like, New York, North Carolina, and all.
Where's the rumors from, Corey? Is the town talking about Muhammad? Is he the talk of the town? How small is the town that they're only talking about Muhammad? Why are you listening to people talk about Muhammad? Corey, live your life, go work, do things that involve you, Corey. What is wrong with you?
Why he's over there, he's been meeting up with women, having sexual relationships with them.
Okay, Corey. After meeting up with women, you didn't have to say he's been meeting up with women, having sexual relationships, putting fingers in their butt one by one. He puts one finger up, then he puts one finger in the air and says, I throw my hands up in the air sometimes, singing ayo in your butthole. That's what he says. That's a rumor, but I think it's true. And honestly, I like it, but I hate it. Threatened to throw him out the window. I said I'd jump on him, sit on his face. He didn't like that. Got a restraining order.
Right now, there's not no proof, and I'm trusting Muhammad right now. You've been here a year now.
Mm-hmm. So we'll talk about this later, and her biggest red flag to herself, more than anything else, is delusion. Delusions! It's a prominent thing in her life, and it'll feature more in the upcoming episodes. I will tell you that much for sure. Delusion is something that she operates by wholeheartedly, as if it's her faith. At the moment, we're in a situation where the relationship is about to crumble. It's been about a month after marriage. Muhammad's already left for weeks at a time. He's got a restraining order. You can see everything falling apart. He's possibly and probably cheating. He might have a little cold sore on his lip that says a little more than he does. And Danielle is asking whether she should trust him. This is where we're at in the relationship. It's good to cut your losses now. Hard to, but good to.
And we've been married 10 months now. How do you think it's going?
To be honest, it's not going very well.
I lied. They're married 10 months. This apparently skips time like a Christopher Nolan movie. It's been 10 months since they're married, and he has one cold sore and one soul patch. I don't know which one is worse, but I would not have the soul patch if I were you.
For me, when I think about it, I feel like I lost 1 year of my life.
The social media has taken a toll on us.
No, on you, not on us. People, they are saying I have girlfriends and that stuff. That's wrong. I have no girlfriends.
Nobody's saying you have girlfriends, my friend. They're saying you're fellas. There's a difference, buddy. I'm trying to be slick there. Hard to be slick with a coleslaw on your lip, huh?
Now I feel like I'm paying for something I never did. If you don't trust me, there is no reason to be together and married.
Damn, that's Polo. That's true. If you don't trust me, we shouldn't be married. So again, very hard to believe someone with a coleslaw on their lip after leaving to a different country for 3 weeks and possibly banging people. But he's right. How is a marriage ever going to work without trust? You spend half your time not with the person. It's marriage is a foundation based on trust. So is having any good relationship. But he's right. I think in this day and age, it's important not to listen to social media, listen to your partner, listen to your heart, and trust your gut. Also, trust your gut. If it's nice, he's going to come back to me.
Trust him, but I'm still in love with Mohammed.
The conversation ends with her saying she's still in love with Mohammed. And everything happily ever after.
I don't know where the hell Mohammed is.
I lied. Nobody knows where Mohammed is. It ends on a cliffhanger. Mohammed has left. After almost 1 year of marriage, we see this woman peer out the window like she's a troll/villain, and they're going to find Mohammed, for he is gone. He has left the nest, and I don't know if he's coming back. Mohammed is going to the series. You've just watched. Are you ready for part 2? Because it's coming. A series based on delusion, not communication, lack of trust, respect, lots of crime, guilt-tripping, manipulation. Doesn't get better than this. I hope you join me for the next episode because I can't wait to delve into it. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and someone buy me another glass of this. Take care, guys.
After that. I have no idea where Mohammed is right now.
As much as it hurts, she needs to get angry.
Hoping that it's just a phase.
The way that she is treating me, it's like not a husband. She's treating me like more like a son.
Hey, by the way, quick plug. Yes, I'm in my new apartment. And you know what? I will get to keep my new apartment if you subscribe to my new channel, Leo. On the channel, we do crazy things like adventure every week. And some of the upcoming videos we have is going into VR, hiring a whole go-kart course out and donating to charity, and building a whole Lego house. We're on our way to glory. Yeah, this looks cool. It looks like I'm in a Dragon Ball Z uniform, but I'm not. It's Frieza. And today, we're taking a look at the most dysfunctional couple I've ever seen on 90 Day Fiancé. I call them Demo. You know how all couples have like a name when they get merged together, like Brangelina, Floon Mal. This is Demo.
Were you in love with Danielle?
It was like more feeling lonely than looking for someone to be like my partner in my life.
Okay, so then Tom asked the pivotal question, was it love? And then Mohammed says it was more feeling lonely than anything.
Like, it's not the vibe. Stop!
If you're feeling lonely, Mohammed, get a stripper. You don't go to Sandusky, Ohio and marry someone you don't like. What? What kind of life decision is this, brother? This is the worst life decision I've ever seen in my life. Get a friend. Watch a movie. Play pool with someone. If you're lonely, I mean, everyone gets lonely. You want a companion, you're gonna have to not do this.
Was there any physical attraction?
I didn't have like a girlfriend before or like being with someone before, so it was my first experience.
Muhammad sometimes, he treats himself or thinks that other people will treat him like not even a human. Like he's like, I don't know, I never had a girlfriend before. Yeah, but you have seen a woman before. It's not like you haven't seen a woman. Before I had my first girlfriend, I didn't be like, anything will do. Hot, digging it down. You know what I mean? I still knew what a woman looked like. Muhammad is treating this as if like, she said she was a girl. You know, that made sense to me. Muhammad, please. Muhammad, please.
Maybe the way the person is looking like is not very important as much as how is the person from inside.
Oh, so now Muhammad says that it's on the inside that counts. It doesn't matter what you look like on the outside, which is something that we all, you know, want to hear. But I'll tell you something true. That's bullshit.
How that person is gonna treat you. But attraction, like physical attraction, it matters a lot.
There we go. There we go. You heard it from the horse's mouth right there. Physical attraction matters. Now, I know some people, it might not matter as much. Personally, to me, I think it matters a great deal. I think that you have to be physically attracted to your partner because that's a pivotal part of a relationship. Physical attraction, emotional attraction. They have to both work. It's really nice to romanticize the idea that you'll get more attracted to someone, and you absolutely will if their personality is good. But the initial attraction usually should be physical, and I feel like that's a good way of balancing things out. But again, this is just me. I believe in if you have a nice fat ass, I'll be very interested type beat. I'm just honest, Frieza. Brother, don't hate the player, hate the game. You don't have arms?
I'm really upset because I don't know what's going on. I found out that he had a dating profile.
Oh, damn. So it's been a week and Muhammad is dating again. Took him a week after, you know, leaving to be like, I could do better. This is not good. Things are not looking good for Danielle, and she is, you know, both rightfully and wrongfully looking for Muhammad and whatever. Muhammad should really come out and say what's happening to give Danielle the closure, but Danielle shouldn't be chasing him either.
So he's back on the dating site that you guys met on.
Yeah, and he says he's single on there.
Oh shit. Okay, you know what? Boop. Alright. Boop. You know what? I'll spray some cologne on every time she cries. I'm gonna smell like a freaking Calvin Klein model when I'm done.
Literally, like, what happened with you, he's doing over again. And he started, like, screaming at you and stuff.
Listen to me. All this drama is not gonna help.
When I want...
Oh my god, he's screaming! Listen to me, all this drama is not gonna help. Please, Mom, stop! I can't take anymore. Yeah, this is screaming. I want, when he whispers, they're like, shh, 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 shh. This is like a library, shut up. When he breathes, they're like, oh, Muhammad, can you stop, please? If you wanted to marry someone, like, you know, who didn't scream at you, I think mimes still exist. So go ahead.
All this drama is not gonna help.
This is screaming. This is how you know whenever a relationship goes on the rocks, it's just hard to believe people who have vested interest in another person. It's good to be unbiased so that you can not only look at what's going on and what's wrong, but look at yourself objectively and say, how could I do this better?
You don't understand anything. Get over it.
He's like an NPC sometimes. You don't understand anything. Get over it. I don't like you, Danielle. She's like half an alien, half a robot. He's a rebellion.
And right after that, I hated him from then on.
I'm sure that's news that he'll take very sadly, kid. He's probably crying right now knowing that you hate him. Good job.
I need to either file an annulment or a divorce and try to get him out of this country.
Okay, so now come to get him out of this country. There are two things that can happen. You can get divorced or an annulment. And if you get an annulment, this man has to go back to his country, which he doesn't want to do. Seems icky. Least smooth person that I've seen. She's like, look at your hair. He's like, yes, it's hair. Ah, good jokes. He really doesn't give it back. Mostly what he does is just accept things and then complain. So I don't see him as like much better. And also that, you know, this thing over here, I don't like that.
I'm getting really tired of this place. I am planning to move to Miami with Louisa.
Holy crap. This guy he's so proactive. In 2 weeks, he left his wife and family to start a new one. This man. Frieza, you couldn't even do that. So he's now going to Miami to move with this woman whose last name he probably doesn't even know how to pronounce. I don't even remember her first name. And she just said it, but he's moving to Miami. Not only is he moving, he's moving cities with a woman that he doesn't even know for more than 2 weeks. This should go well, Muhammad. I like it. I like the cut of your jib. And I know that's not I always catch the bus. You can't stop. Stop. Oh God, Muhammad. What do you don't know? What's his last name? Louisa. It's not Tunisia. His name's not Muhammad Tunisia. He's not a superhero. Stop. You two poopy holes.
Let's get it done.
Let's do it. Yeah, don't get it. Why is she left? Muhammad is a actual NPC that has somehow come to life in this world. Meanwhile, though, back at Danielle's place.
I'm calling to see why my service ain't working. I think Muhammad is ignoring me. And avoiding me because he don't want to give me the answers that I deserve.
Yes, that's exactly what's happening, Danielle. Yes. I needed a second to think about how you thought it could be anything other than what that was. Good. I'm glad you came to the conclusion now, so we can all get caught up to speed. Why is Danielle's TV not working? Because she didn't pay the bill. But whose name is it under? That's right. Muhammad. She somehow managed to put his name on the bulls, ruin his credit, and not even tell him about it. That's great.
It's been really hard to keep it together on a daily basis and then struggle with all the things that he's done to be my girl.
He hasn't done nothing to your goals. Oh, God. Oh, she's crying again, baby. This is like I said, this is like gaslighting or victim blaming or victimization. This is something. Some psychologist is looking at this with his mouth watering right now because this is something. Saying, you know, putting all that onto him as if he's supposed to save her and her kids. He isn't a superhero. He's not Muhammad Tunisia. How many times do we have to establish this man is not Muhammad Tunisia, the great Tunisian hero? No.
Okay, no, Muhammad moved out.
Hello, yeah, your internet is not connected and neither is your TV. It's under a Muhammad name. Yeah, Muhammad moved out. Okay, well, that's honestly, I don't actually even give two shits about that. I'm just saying nobody's paid the bill. So, that's why. Like trying to get free therapy on the phone to the person who had fixed her TV. That's resourceful. That is very resourceful. That's like asking the moving guy to sit down on the furniture that you moved and just talk to me about my life problems. It started when I was 3. My dad left. Like, what are you doing, Danielle?
Muhammad's been trying to turn off the TV and the electric. The bills are in his name.
And change them.
Well, duh.
This is some weird hostage situation where you won't even change the bulls in your own house. You're allowed to do that. Oh my God, imagine if that was the case. Like you had it under your, like, you know, mom's name and she unfortunately went missing. Now you don't have power, electricity, water. You're dying in the house. She's lost outside of it. What the hell system would that be?
Like if he comes back within like the next few days or maybe like the next whole week, then you'll take him back. I would hope they would not. Yeah. Don't do it.
So then, as usual, the therapy kids have to talk to Danielle and tell her that this is a tough situation. He is entitled to leave, although probably not the way that he did it. But if he comes back, are you going to just accept him back, or are you going to actually stand your ground? They're asking her.
I hope that you guys would be understanding with me because there's still a part of me that still does love him.
Somewhere deep down in my heart, I still love you.
And she says, hey, if he comes back, there's a part of me that still loves him. So I think that things will be fine, as long as he doesn't take more than 4 years. I'll take it back. Which is, you know, the wrong answer.
Okay, so I'm married to an American citizen.
Ah. So after that conversation, Muhammad goes to his potential lawyer and he starts trying to get into the process of how I can stay here even though I'm married. And I want to say, like, you know, for many cases, Americans, like, will threaten their partners if they're not from America that if you don't do X, Y, and Z, you're going back to where you came from, which is horrible. In this sense, Danielle is still doing that, and I still find it horrible, but at the same time, she does have some validity because this man does, at all costs, want to stay in this country. So I kinda, like, both sides, you know what I mean? He kinda did stay for the green card, and she kinda does want to deport him and be vaguely racial, so, you know, who do you even side with? I think the lawyer.
I came here under a K1 visa. We got married during the 90 days. I got my conditional green card.
So you got a conditional, okay.
That's a deep brow line. This man has been, like, asking questions, expecting answers for years. Like, he was like, what?
My conditional green card.
So you got a conditional.
There is too much drama, like crazy things going on. But I just left her.
Ooh. You see that? Ooh. You just left her? Ooh. That's not gonna look good.
So let me ask the next question. Do you want to stay in the United States?
Of course.
So you want to stay? And you left her? Oh, man. Jeez, did you tell her you didn't? Oh, God, this is looking like you just want to... This is looking like you just wanted a green card. Because it does look like that. It really does look like that. And Muhammad is not the kind of guy to do anything. So, you know...
You left, and that's abandonment. If it's shown that it is not a legitimate marriage, you can be deported.
I have a friend.
Okay.
Female friend.
I see.
Wait a minute. Disappointed!
She's very jealous of this
Yes.
information. Okay.
Yes, it was crazy by that time between me and my wife.
Okay, so now the lawyer is, like, in pieces hearing Muhammad's horrible story of I somehow left my wife, abandoned her. I still want to stay in the country, and I found a new girl. That lawyer has his work cut out for him.
This friend was trying to help me to get legal advices.
That it doesn't look good.
Let's say I'm going to move to Miami.